B
Tier
besties.
Whoa, what the heck was that?
That was like a fast version of the intro.
Jeez, you were quick with it.
Hello, everyone.
You didn't even say bestie. You didn't even draw it out.
No.
Wow.
Well,
That caught me off guard.
hello,
Welcome,
everyone.
Welcome to the video, everybody.
This one, we're ranking video game franchises. And
Yeah.
the thing you'll know about video game franchises is that there's a lot of them.
But the title you clicked on said video game.
Yeah, but we're ranking the franchises. So we're not going to say, like, what we think of Super Mario Odyssey. We're going to say what we think of Mario.
But sometimes we have just one video game in here.
Yeah, like Celeste
Minecraft.
or Minecraft. Yeah, they're sort of solo games, but they're large enough that, like,
Yeah.
they're also a franchise, in a sense.
But we all like video games, but do we respect them?
I guess we'll find out. Another thought that before we start though.
Yeah.
A lot of these, because there are a lot of franchises, we try to choose ones that we'd have things to say about, which means some large franchises are not here, such as like Call of Duty. Or no, we have Call of Duty. We have Call of Duty. I meant Street Fighter.
Street Fighter's not on here. Space Invaders.
Yeah, the largest franchise there. But like
Fire Emblem,
Fire Emblem.
Xenoblade Chronicles, Final Fantasy.
yeah, we like things we won't have enough to say about.
Yeah.
A lot of mobile games we left off. Those franchises will be included at some point, probably in like a mobile game tier list.
Yeah.
Which we'll record probably around the same time of recording the holiday tier list.
Yeah. Exactly. And probably the season's tier list at some point.
Yeah.
And the Tetris tier list.
Yeah.
And the facial hair tier list.
All of these will be coming soon. But the point being,
Pixar.
those are left off for here.
Yeah.
And lastly, we should note that we also left off, like we included some more like things like Celeste is here because we both have a lot to say about Celeste.
Yeah.
I haven't played Hollow Knight, so like Hollow Knight's not here. So there's some weird disconnects here. We're just trying to find the ones that we'd have the most to say about.
Yeah, and I think we've picked enough general ones that hopefully, everybody will have something to click on.
Yeah.
Like if somebody clicks on this video and doesn't recognize any of these,
Yeah.
they don't play video games.
True.
Probably.
Maybe you play like your one game, like you're playing like Magic the Gathering Arena and that only.
yeah. Like League. Actually, we have League.
We have League.
So we have everything covered.
We don't have Overwatch. But I haven't played Overwatch. So that's
no, but Fortnite is close.
fine.
People
Regardless,
will probably hate that I just said that.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we can begin.
that. Pac-Man.
He's
I
a
have a-
man who packs.
So true.
Why actually is he called Pac-Man?
I don't know. Let's put some information on the screen.
Oh. Boop, boop, boop.
I have two interesting things to say about Pac-Man.
Sure.
So, how about you start before?
Yeah, well, I think do you want me to rank it or just talk?
You just talk about it.
Okay. Well, see, I played Pac-Man on the calculator in math class. Did you know you could do that?
I knew that like there was things like that. I didn't know Pac-Man specifically.
I played Pac-Man, and shout out to my sophomore high school math group.
Did they also play Pac-Man?
Yeah, well, they were the group who I played it with.
Ooh.
See, there was this girl that I liked, so I was like trying to impress her with playing Pac-Man. So I was like, God, hopefully there's no chance that she'd watch this, because I never told her I liked her. But there was this girl that I liked that I was like trying to get a good score because I thought that would be impressive. And
Oh my God.
I was 16 at the time, so. But I did. I got the best score on the thing.
Nice.
She wasn't that impressed, I don't think.
What do you think of Pac-Man as a game, though?
Well, those are some good memories, honestly.
Yeah.
So I would say B tier.
I think it's like the game is pretty classic.
Yeah.
It
It's fun though too,
is fun. I think that like
and it's really hard.
it's hard, but like it's like enjoyable. You know, it's not like the world's hardest game or whatever. Like
No.
that.
No, it
math
doesn't
games
feel
game.
unfair even.
Yeah. There is a. The thing is that we're ranking franchises and not video games. And the Pac-Man game I've played the most is Pac-Man Party.
Oh God.
So Pac-Man Party is like Mario Party, but way better. The mini games are better, and also the mechanics are really cool. Because it's sort of like Monopoly in a way, in which like you sort of get properties, but then when you land on other people's properties, you do a mini game and try to like take over their property.
Oh, interesting.
And like if you get two properties next to each other, they combine to be like a larger property. So like it sort of does the best of Mario Party, best of Monopoly. I've had so much fun with that game. You can play as like Pac-Man, Blinky, Inky, Clyde.
Are those characters in Pac-Man?
Yeah.
Those are.
I mean, Blinky and Pinky are. And I think they have a few games that are owned by...
Clyde?
Put a picture of Clyde on screen.
Put a picture of a bunch of Clydes on screen. Like, just search up Clyde into Google Images and put the first thing that comes up.
Okay, sure.
Also.
Regardless, that game's really fun.
Yeah.
Another hit Pac-Man game in the franchise, unofficially, is I went to a game camp once where we were coding video games. I created like a really fun version of Flappy Bird, but one of my friends, I think it was Jalen, created a game called Whack-Man, which is just Pac-Man, but with like W-A-K.
That was it?
Yeah. So, you said B tier?
Yeah.
I think that's fine.
Okay, great. We both had our long-winded stories.
I think that was a good start.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we learned a lot about each other here.
Yeah.
Stuff that I don't think either of us will forget.
Mm-hmm.
Super Smash Bros.
This is
Smash Bros.
One of the franchises I've played the most of on this list.
Really? See, I've played one Smash Bros. Game.
Did you win?
The modern one. Oh, I just mean like.
Oh,
one.
I thought you meant like one.
No.
You did
I
one
played
match.
like multiple rounds. I actually when my roommate last year, one of my roommates had Smash, and we had a Switch in the room, so I like tried to play single player Smash, but it was not that fun at all.
I like single player Smash.
I'm not good at the game, so I was just kind of button spamming, and I was like,
sure.
The story didn't really make much sense to me. He just kind of like walked along, and then started trying to like turn everybody from evil statues or something.
Yeah.
But in terms of a game franchise, I wish I was better at it because it seems like a lot of fun. It seems like people are always playing Smash, and that's like a fun environment. So just on that alone, it's probably like an S tier, A tier video game franchise.
I think that the single player modes, like from my experience, are really consistently good. Like Smash Run is like pretty fun. It's like Kirby Air Ride, but in Smash, which is really cool. The subspace from Brawl is amazing. I remember whatever Melee's one, I don't remember what it's called. That's decently fun. Not as good as subspace. And then like the World of Light in Ultimate, it grew on me. Like it's actually like really fun to like play on like harder levels. I did like a Nuzlocke, where like whenever you lose with the character, you have to like get rid of them.
Oh yeah.
I know it was inspired by I think Alpharad did a World of Light Nuzlocke. I was playing on like the medium difficulty rather than hard or something, so like it wasn't as hard for me, even though it still like was hard for me because I'm not as good as Alpharad.
How many did you lose?
I think at one point I went down to one character left, and then I had to.
So if you lost that, you would have lost. Wow.
And even I might have taken multiple tries too. I think I might have taken like 2 attempts or 3 attempts.
That sounds fun.
But like, yeah, I think Smash single player is good, but Smash multiplayer is amazing. Like I would play with my brother with like random characters for so long. I guess my problem with Smash though, I played a lot of it. I find it really fun. I'm a Kirby main. I'm a
Pokemon trainer main.
I also sometimes play
the Wii
Pokemon
Fit trainer.
I'm a random main at the end of the day.
Yeah, I don't have a main.
But my problem with it is I don't actually think it's a good party game. The other day, Nicholas and I were playing Mario Kart with some people, and we'll get to Mario Kart later. But like there's different skill levels within the group, but we still found a way that everyone could have a fun time playing it.
Yeah. Smash,
when you have a large skill gap, I don't think it's that fun.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to avoid a skill gap because there's just so many different skill levels. Like I'm pretty good at Smash.
Yeah.
But I don't know the combos or anything. And so like there's a lot of people who could just like destroy me every time. It won't be that fun.
Yeah.
But
and
if I'm playing,
you would be able to destroy me.
I could destroy you. I can destroy any new player, even like mid-experienced players who's played it a little bit. I can destroy them. So like it's just hard to get like the right matchups.
Yeah.
So I don't
know though. I just think as a franchise though, Smash Bros. Just feels like an S tier. Yeah. It's just one of those franchises. I don't know.
I'm down to put it in S.
I just think there's a lot of creativity in it.
I hope it gets past the S.
You hope it gets past?
I hope it doesn't stay at top of the S.
I know. I don't think it's the best video game franchise on this tier list. But
okay, let's move along.
Yeah.
We've gone on some long rants. So this is Skylanders. And you haven't heard of Skylanders,
no.
right?
So I feel like you're about to go on a long rant.
I am about to go on a long rant. So it's based off of Spyro. And I like the Spyro games. Spyro's one of my favorite characters. I wish Spyro got added to Smash. But Skylanders is the most fun cash grab. So to play Skylanders, you need to have like a little portal. And I'll show an image on screen. And then you have like little like they're essentially like amiibos before amiibos, and you put the amiibo on the portal, and then that's the character you're playing in the game. And if you want to like swap characters, you take off that character, and then you put on the new character. And so there's like I don't know like 20 characters in the original game, we're saying.
Sure.
And then like you kept buying them, and then like you talk to your friends, and then you go to your friend's house, and you bring like your Skylanders over.
So it's an amiibo game.
Essentially, but before amiibos were a thing.
Yeah.
And it was so much fun. Like just like. Like, the gameplay is actually kind of fun. It'd probably be really easy for me now. But, like, at the time, just playing that game with friends was a blast. And then every single subsequent Skylanders game, I only played the first one, and then I played one of the other ones at a friend's house once.
Sure.
But every single subsequent game had the most wacky gimmicks.
Really?
And I was always super invested to see what new thing they'd come up with next. Because, like, the next thing was they made, like, giant Skylanders are, like, slightly larger than the others. Then they made it so, like, you could, like, cut Skylanders in half and combine them with other Skylanders. And then they made it so you could, like, get, like, enemies in the game, and then they're the people you're using. And it's, like, every new concept they came up with was so wacky. Like, Pokemon's new concepts are always, like, the same thing. It's just, like, you could get your normal Pokemon, but big.
Yeah.
But, like, this actually had, like, wacky concepts I liked in theory. It's a cash grab, though. The game is a cash grab.
That's a hard fact to ignore.
It was a blast, though.
It sounds fun. As a franchise, though, probably couldn't put it above, like, B.
Yeah, I think, honestly, I'm down to put it in C.
Yeah.
I think it's a fun series, but I don't think... It's just, like, expensive.
Yeah. It does, yeah. It seems expensive.
And also, like, it's a lot of the store as well, too. So, like, it's not a game I could ever come back to, because we've gotten rid of our Skylanders.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. Yeah, you'd have to invest quite a bit.
And I bet, like, from a parent's perspective, it's probably really annoying, because there's just, like, Skylanders left around the gaming set or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Sonic.
What are your thoughts on Sonic?
So there's a video essay by Innuendo Studios. About how Mario is fun, but Sonic is cool.
Okay.
And like the designs of them.
Oh, sure.
But because cool is constantly changing, that means Sonic has to constantly be changing.
I play games that are fun, though.
Yeah.
I like fun games.
I like fun more than cool.
Me too. I think I've never gone into Sonic games.
I like the Sonic racing game. I think it's like better than Mario Kart potentially. But like as a Sonic franchise, I'm not sold on it.
No. I do think there's some level of like, you know, I guess all of these games are kind of iconic, all these franchises.
I think Sonic's iconic, but I don't think it's necessarily good.
Yeah.
Like the Sonic racing game has better courses than Mario Kart, which I like.
Sure.
And like there are other elements of Sonic games that have been like cool, but like as a whole, I don't think like most of their games don't do that well because I don't think most of them are that good.
No.
I'm down to put Sonic though. I like Sonic Boom, the TV show. It's like
way
too meta.
I've seen a couple of those.
Yeah,
right?
I showed them to you. Right?
Yeah, me, you, and Aiden from the Celeste video.
So Sonic Boom, good show. Sonic franchise,
not so good.
I almost am inclined to put it in C or D.
Yeah, see, I would put it in C tier, but I think I would put it above the Skylanders.
I sort of want to put below. I sort of want to move Skylanders up to B. So I think Sonic goes below.
Really?
If we can put Sonic above, for now.
I feel like the width, not the width, the extent, the wide variety of games might count it above Skylanders.
Sure.
Like how many Skylanders games are there? Like 2? 3?
There's like 7 or 6.
Oh, really?
6 or 7. They kept coming out.
I feel like Sonic probably has like 15.
But a lot doesn't mean good. But I'm fine with that.
No, I just think
that's fine with me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I would personally put it above.
Okay, now we got
Nima Rawson.
Okay, Anime Rawson.
Anima Rawson. Animal Crossing.
I've never played.
My sister has played a lot.
Have you?
Animal Crossing. I've played a little bit of the Switch one.
New Horizons, is that what it's called?
Yes, I think so. Here's the thing. I actually don't know much about the game franchise. I know it's very popular, and it just seems kind of chill. Like you're just kind of like building stuff, I think. Building a town.
Sure.
Sometimes. Hanging out with people.
Yeah.
Like it just seems like a chill game. I would put it like bottom of B.
I'm willing to...
Based on what I've heard about it.
I'm willing to agree with that.
I mean, if I played it, it's probably above Pac-Man. But I mean, can you impress your crush with a calculator playing Animal Crossing? I don't think so.
Can you play as Clyde in Animal Crossing?
I don't think so. Or Inky.
I don't think so.
There we go. All right, Sims time.
I've not played Sims.
You've never played Sims?
Mm-hmm.
I've played the mobile version of Sims,
Ooh.
which it was like a janky app from like 2011
Yeah.
called like Sims Mobile or something. It was kind of weird, but I know I've seen people play Sims. Like I've seen YouTube videos of people playing Sims,
Yeah.
and I don't know. I think Sims seems like a really creative game. Like there's a lot you can do. There's a lot of different like options you can take. It's kind of like a world builder type thing. You know, you just kind of like have a character and just go wild. You know, you can have a job.
Mm-hmm.
You can go places. It's just kind of fun.
So I haven't played it, but I would like to do a shout out to the YouTube channel Causing Chaos, who has a series where she's attempting the 100 baby challenge, where you try to have 100 babies in a
100
Sims.
babies. Wow. See, exactly. So you can do things like that.
Yeah, there's like wacky things you could do.
Yeah.
So,
I think Sims is probably above Pac-Man.
you think so?
I think so.
I'm willing to agree with that.
Yeah. Honestly, it probably could be low A if I'd played more of it.
I haven't played it, so I can't really.
Yeah. I mean, some of these I'm just trying to judge based on the, acclaim that goes with them.
I know
Sims 5 people are probably excited about.
I know that people. Oh, when's Sims 5 coming out?
I don't know. I don't know if it's even been announced, but it's like it's like Grand Theft Auto 6.
Or like Half-Life 3.
Half-Life 3. Yeah, although that one's definitely not coming out. But it's like that, like Elder Scrolls 6 or whatever that game's called.
Yeah. You know the whole thing where like are YouTube videos of a game existing like advertising for you to actually play them? And
Wait, say that again?
you know how like there's that whole thing of like allowing YouTube videos of like let's plays of games existing. Is that gonna like convince more people to play them, or are you like taking money away from like the video game?
Oh, sure.
I think I'm more inclined to go watch
a
the
Sims?
100 Baby Challenge than go play
Yeah,
Sims.
that's fair. I honestly probably would play more Sims, but it doesn't work on Mac,
Or
I don't think.
Maybe I'll watch the 100 Baby Challenge and be like, wow,
I
this is so good that I want to do it myself.
Yeah. Have you watched the series at all?
I meant to, but then I got busy. But
So
I'll do that like this weekend or something, and then like whoever's editing it, I'll send some information about
Your
like
thoughts?
how good it is.
Sure, yeah.
Mhm.
Well, you could probably... one of us will edit it.
Yeah.
But we can move on to
Halo. I've played a little bit of one of the games.
I've played a couple at like a friend's house.
Mm-hmm.
It's been pretty fun, but I don't know if there's I think there's a campaign mode on Halo, which I haven't done. So my only experience with this is multiplayer.
I've only played multiplayer as well.
Yeah. I think it seems fun. Like it seems like there are like different weapons and stuff that a lot of other games. I mean, at this point, a lot of other games do have, but you wouldn't necessarily find those in like Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Because it's more like futuristic, right?
Mm-hmm.
From how I understand the Halo series to be.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
And there are a lot of games. I mean, I saw like an hour-long video at one point about like which Halo game was good, and like when it started going downhill.
Yeah.
And like how the developers messed it all up or something.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why I watched that video, but I did. I don't know. I would put in like B tier probably.
I sort of want to put lower. I'm just not a big fan of the FPS genre, and so I don't know.
Would you put in C?
Yeah,
Like top of C?
I'm down. I think it's better than Sonic.
Because I was
probably.
I was gonna say below Animal Crossing,
Mhm.
but I can see top of C.
Yeah.
'Cause
Also,
I do think it's better than Sonic.
Before we get on to Celeste, I realized that Among Us for some reason did not end up here. We were planning on including Among Us, but
I can do the little thing, where with a B reel.
yeah,
Where I did that, so one of us can.
Should we do that at the end?
Sure.
Okay.
Well, will we remember, or should we do it now?
We'll do it now, but it might be hard to keep.
Yeah, let's
on
do it at
there.
the end then.
Yeah, let's do it at the end.
Okay. Well, I'll write it down.
Cool.
All right.
And when we get to that part of the video, put in the comments below to remind us to do Among Us.
Yeah, let's scream at us
Yeah.
to do it. All right, Celeste time. We have a whole video about Celeste.
Yeah, go check that out. We'll put image on the screen and link in the description.
For sure. It's the Celeste levels tier list. It's an indie game where you're climbing a mountain. It is my third favorite video game of all time.
Ooh.
So
High praise.
very high praise. And considering it's only one video game and not really a franchise, for me it's S tier. But I think when you're including, some of the heavy hitters on this list, it's probably more like A tier.
I'd be fine with playing A tier.
But I do think it's one of the best indie games out there.
I think there's like going to be like a sequel to it. Not like fully sequel, but like made by the same person. And so if we were to count that in the same franchise,
sure,
I think we'll have to wait until that one to see if this can rise to S.
Right.
Like, do they strike gold twice? Or do they flop a little bit?
Yeah. But it's a great game. I can't recommend it more. Like, it's one of my favorite games out there.
I am not as huge a fan as Nicholas is, but I will say to everyone who's considering trying it.
Because you were in that boat for
I was in that boat for a long time. I'd say the first level, play it. If it's still not your thing, at least try one more level.
Yeah.
Play at least 2 levels.
The first level is not indicative of the game at all. Because one part that I really like about the game is the story.
Yeah.
And that starts in level 2.
I think level 2 is also when you get a feel of like because level 1 is just like, here are the mechanics. And level 2 is really showing you like, hey, there's other things you can do with this.
Yeah.
And so I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's a very good game.
Okay. Call of Duty. I have not played it.
I played Call of Duty when I was pretty young, actually. I was like 8. Because my brother had it. I played Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1. Well, that's not it. It's Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, I think was the name of it.
Sure.
And then Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 are the only 2 that I've played. Which, those are pretty big ones in the series. I know it's a first-person shooter, which I'm also not like a giant fan of.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it's, the best kind of video game out there. Like, I like role-playing games more. Even MMOs.
Yeah.
What does that stand for?
Massive multiplayer online.
Yeah. Even though I haven't played many of those, but I do think it's better than Halo. Though that's probably because I haven't played the Halo campaign. And the Call of Duty campaign is actually pretty interesting. Like, there's like politics going on. There's some, a lot of the missions are very fun. Like, you do stealth missions, there's things like that. So for me, it's probably B tier. Just because I think it is a good. I know that there are other games, and I've only played 2. But as a series, I feel like it's probably B tier. Probably below Animal Crossing. But it's like a solid franchise.
For me, Call of Duty, and this is also the same with Grand Theft Auto, both of them sort of just give me a little bit of the ick. I don't know what that ick exactly is.
Did they give you the ick or an ick?
An ick.
Okay. There's a difference, apparently.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is a difference.
Yeah. The ick is like a relationship thing, and an ick is like not a relationship thing.
Yeah.
Or it's the opposite.
I think the ick is the relationship thing.
Yeah.
Regardless, like, it gives me an ick.
Sure.
Which, like, yeah. I don't know. That Halo doesn't give. Because Halo is like you're playing against, like, monsters or whatever, and so, like,
It's less, yeah.
It feels less actively violent, Like, I feel like a little gross, like, with Call of Duty or whatever.
Yeah, it is hard to shake that perception, or that feeling. But, I don't know, I guess it really comes down to, personal preference on that kind of game.
So, like, I'd rather play a Halo than the Call of Duty. But I'm still down to put in B because I haven't played it. Just, like, we have to keep the wholesome Animal Crossing above the...
Yeah. Well, I think Animal Crossing seems better. I don't know. I mean, but Call of Duty, though, it seems creative enough. They do, like, different time periods. I think that's cool. I'm considering a franchise as a whole here.
Yeah.
And Call of Duty, they tackle different areas. Kind of like Assassin's Creed, which is another game that's not on here.
Yeah.
But... different time periods. I think that's pretty interesting.
Sure.
All right, now we got
Fall Guys.
Not really a franchise.
They have multiple seasons. You can consider each of those like to be their own game.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
You really can't. But video game tier list, franchise kind of.
So Fall Guys got really popular summer of 2020, and then immediately lost popularity to Among Us.
Yeah.
And then I got into Fall Guys once it became free on the Switch.
So
Which
did
was
I, at some point. Not immediately. But.
Yeah. That was during the summer...
21?
Like a summer ago.
22.
So it was a year ago.
Really?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
You and I play Fall Guys a couple times.
We have. We should do that more.
We should.
Fall Guys is actually really fun. Because it's like silly and like you're able to do well even if you're not that strong, but also like you can get good at the games and like it feels like your skill like level increases and it pays off.
Yeah.
Which is fun because it feels like a party game and like you're not like too disappointed losing, but also like people are annoying on it and they'll grab you and it's like, but like it's exciting.
It's exciting. It's a fun atmosphere.
Yeah.
I also feel like we're weirdly good at it. Like I'm weirdly good at it. The first time I played, we like almost won. And like the third time I played, we won. It's not like you guys were carrying me. I was like getting to like the end almost every time.
I think that
so that makes it more fun for me.
I think Fall Guys got so much better once they made it so there's like a squad mode and so like you can't just play in solos. Yeah. I think it's a game that like I wouldn't want to play too much single player.
Oh yeah, no.
It seems like a group experience.
Yeah, if I didn't play with you, I wouldn't be picking it up.
There's a lot of annoying things about Fall Guys. If you go to the subreddit, it's just like people being mad at it all the time about all the things. The one that annoys me the most is that they vault like a lot of games, which means a lot of like the rounds or maps you can't play for like extended periods of time. In which like ideally you'd have more game diversity, but instead they say like, oh, these 20 of our rounds you just can't play right now, and it's like and then you're playing the same game again and again, and like you think they have all the material there, and so you could get so much game diversity that you can't have.
Yeah, the amount of same levels that I've played, and like, yeah, I have not played nearly enough of the levels just because they give you like the same 6.
Yeah, like I'll take the lag over the lack of game diversity.
Yeah. As a franchise, though, I mean, but also as a video game,
I really
like
thinking. It. I think top of B.
Okay.
Are you happy with that?
I could do top of B. Yeah. I think Celeste is a better game overall, which is why I don't know if I want them on the same level, but yeah, I like that. I think this is already kind of blasphemous enough, putting Fall Guys over The Sims as a video game.
We could put I think
Sims. Maybe Sims should be maybe above.
Yeah.
Because The Sims, Sims probably could be A tier if I had played it more. All right, Tetris.
Tetris.
Go and see the Tetris movie. It's out now in theater.
Apparently, it's not about.
No, I was doing research for it, just for some video that we might do in the future, and the Tetris movie is like about like Russia or something, like the creation of Tetris.
So we have recorded the Tetris video. It will not be released. We might re-record it.
Yeah. Or dub it.
Yeah, we'll do something to it.
Yeah, well, there will be a Tetris video.
The audio was bad, like the Minecraft and the mythical creature one, but it was like sort of not worth saving
because it was so short.
It was short and also it was
random,
dumb.
Yeah. Anyway, Tetris though, probably D tier.
As a game, like it can be like addictive. Like you get into it, like Minesweeper or Solitaire or whatever. But like it's just not on par with the other ones we're talking about now.
It's really not nowadays.
And like the new Tetris came out. Like for like the Switch or something at some point, like 2 years ago.
Did it?
Like, there's a new Tetris game that like you can play Tetris against people. I don't think Tetris is that good of a 1v1 game.
No, I'd rather play Pong. Personally.
Sure.
Have you played Pong?
A few times.
I played Pong on the computer.
One thing I will shout out for Tetris, there is a series of animations which might not exist anymore. They might have used Flash Player. I don't remember. With under like Tetris. ''D. I think it's called Tetris. I could be wrong. Okay. But like there's like a little story arc or like 3 animations or like the stick figure is like dodging Tetris blocks. And it ended in a game called Tetris, which you probably play on Flashpoint or something or wherever you can play Flash games now. In which you're a stick figure and Tetris blocks are falling from the sky and you're trying to like survive and then you like jump on top of them or whatever and you just like don't fall off.
Really?
So that's fun. If you want to play Tetris, go play that.
Yeah. Should we move on?
So I've already told you what I feel about Grand Theft Auto and Call of Duty. Similar thoughts towards both of them. What do you think of
Grand Theft Auto? Though is way better than Call of Duty.
It is?
Based on there's so much more you can do. The games are so much more in depth. Like they're good games. They do have that Call of Duty thing with it, but it drags it down way less.
Mm-hmm.
Just based on like so much you can like explore, you can do so much.
Compared to Call of Duty, one of them has the really bad voice chat, right? Is that Call of Duty?
Oh, yeah, it would be Call of Duty.
That makes me
Grand
want
Theft
to
Auto. Can you even do voice chat?
I don't know. The voice chat makes me want to put Call of Duty top of
Really?
Because I remember one of them had it. And I don't remember.
I guess
which
yeah,
one.
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Like, that's like the toxic of the toxic gamers, you know.
Yeah, but I think Grand Theft Auto is probably. It's probably. Oh gosh.
Top of B.
Maybe low A though, honestly.
I'm fine with that. I have not played it.
Yeah, it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
And they're getting more creative too.
Mm-hmm.
Like some of the early ones, the graphics bring it down a lot for me. I haven't even tried to play them, but just like watching gameplay of them. Yeah. Good game though.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
All right, League
Of Legends.
of Legends. I've never played it.
My brother has played it. I have not played it.
Okay.
I thought it was important to include on this tier list.
Yeah, that's
though.
fair.
I've watched the Arcane TV series,
Okay.
which is based off of League of Legends, and it's actually pretty good.
Is this the game where they say? Is that the game where that one meme came from, with that song? Where they're like, it was like a TikTok song or something maybe.
Probably.
It was like, oh God, I don't remember the name of it.
So if we're talking about Call of Duty having bad voice chat, this has like text chat and probably voice chat too.
Mhm.
It's also toxic.
Yeah, League seems like it's for nerds. No offense.
I
I say as a nerd.
I disagree, or a slight adjustment.
Okay.
I think not only is League for nerds, but I think it's for like the most annoying of the nerds.
Oh wow.
Like
Okay.
you got the toxic nerds, you know, and like
Jeez.
like I feel like League players in general, and no offense to anyone who plays
Yeah, I was
League,
gonna
I've
say
met
the
nice League people before.
Yeah.
I have, but I feel like the League stereotype is that you're an annoying a-hole.
Yeah, that is the stereotype. I think.
Mm-hmm. And like, it's probably nothing. The game looks fun enough, but
Yeah.
like, I don't know. The stereotype sort of just like drags it down a little bit. That like I don't think I'd want to get into League because like I feel like
Exactly, yeah.
the people I'd be playing against wouldn't be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it just seems like, I don't know. Yeah, it just like there's that toxic kind of energy around
Yeah.
it. So where would you put it? Do you think?
I think D tier.
Okay, I agree. I think above Tetris though.
Sure.
Also, have you played Undertale? Because that's not on here.
I have played Undertale.
That could have been a good one.
That could have been. Actually, I haven't finished Undertale.
Oh, you haven't finished?
No. I got really disappointed because I thought very minor Undertale spoilers.
Yeah.
But I guess slightly major.
Well, we'll
Undertale
put a
spoilers.
time to
Yeah.
skip to.
But in the first fight, you're like playing against like your mom or something.
Sure.
And there's like you could either kill your
Did you
mom,
kill her?
or you could not. And I tried running away from the fight.
Yeah.
And then it didn't let me.
Okay.
And so I was like, this game's really dark. It forces you to kill your mom.
Jeez. But they already taught you that you could spare people up to
And
that
I
point.
tried, and it didn't let me.
But yeah, I know. But there was dialogue. There was like little.
Yeah, but like I just thought that the game was gonna force me to kill the mom, and so I did, and then we went down that path. And apparently, like this is the kill everyone path, and so that was the path I was going down.
Well, there were like multiple paths. There were 3 paths.
Regardless, though,
Yeah.
I got really disappointed when I found out that I didn't have to kill that
That's
character.
all you've played of it? Or did
No,
you
no,
play-
I probably got like halfway through, 2/3
Oh,
way
okay.
through. Or something.
I think it's a good game.
I think I got to like the spider boss.
Oh, really? It's a really. I think it's a really good story.
Mm. Yeah,
That's another maybe top 10. Another top 10 favorite game of mine.
yeah. Where do you put Undertale here? Like A tier?
A tier.
Let's put Undertale in A tier, and then
In
we'll-
our minds.
Yeah, and then when we get to Among Us, we'll also put Undertale up here.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Undertale's A tier. Although spoilers, so you couldn't watch all of it, but we ranked it A tier.
Yeah.
All right. Mario. It's a me Mario.
It's classic, and like a lot of the games are hits.
It's got to be S tier.
Super Mario Sunshine, a hit. Super Mario Odyssey, a hit. Super Mario Galaxy,
Yep. Super Mario 64.
that's a hit. I haven't played that one, but
But that's like very famous.
yeah. A lot of the spin-offs also hits. Like a lot of the sports games kind of get
Super
old.
Mario.
Super Paper Mario
Super Paper
is one of my
Mario.
favorite games.
Really?
Yeah, that's an amazing.
I feel like
game.
we've talked about it before, actually.
Mhm.
Somehow
Yeah.
I knew you were going to say that.
And like we have Mario Kart here as like a spin-off series that we're sort of like counting it separately.
Mhm.
But like a lot of Mario spin-offs also hits.
Yeah.
Mario characters, bland. Watch a Mario character video. Like, I don't think the characters are actually like that good. I think the games are all like somewhat generic, and like I wish there was like interesting stories or like interesting characters. Like there's nothing like all of them are sort of just like generic like fun for everyone.
Sure.
But like it doesn't mean that they are fun for everyone.
Exactly, and as a franchise though, I still think it's S.
I think
Below for me.
below Smash.
I think so.
I agree with that as below Smash. I still stand by. I hope something beats Smash though. I don't know what it's gonna be though.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, Minecraft.
Amazing game.
It is.
It does so much, and each update just like fleshes out the game even more.
Yeah.
And there's just so many things you could do with it. Like there's a reason why there's like infinite Minecraft content out there. Because like especially once you like start like doing not mods but like whatever there are data packs.
Yeah.
Or even mods probably.
Mods, yeah.
Yeah.
Plugins.
Plugins. Yeah. It's just like the game has so many things, and like as like a multiplayer game too. Like if you have like a Minecraft server, that's always fun. There's like
Stayed popular too.
there's a reason why it's an amazing game.
I think this is S tier because it is a video game tier list.
Yeah, and also there's like Minecraft dungeons or something.
Sure. And I mean, since it's on here, it's not fair for us to be like, it's A tier because we included it. You know?
Yeah, we
purposefully added it, so I think it's S tier.
We're an S tier though, because it's not a franchise.
It's not a franchise, but I still think the video should be called video game tier list.
Yeah, I agree.
So, I think, but I don't know if I could put it above.
I think it's like.
Is it a video game tier list? Have we decided?
That's the title.
Okay. Well, I'm just thinking Smash has so many more games that might keep it above it for me. But if it is a video game tier list,
you want to put Minecraft in the middle then?
Sure. Because if it is a video game tier list, I think that Minecraft is better than the best Smash game, which I also haven't played probably. But I think Minecraft
is probably better than the best Smash game.
Yeah.
So like that means also on average Minecraft games are better than Smash games.
It does.
But I do think that like
right.
It's notably not a video game tier list because like we're not talking about Pac-Man here because like Pac-Man Party does influence what's in Pac-Man, or like we're not just talking about like the original Mario.
Yeah, it's video game franchise / video game. So I think Smash has so much to it.
Yeah.
That
there's a lot more to Smash.
Brawl, Melee, everything. Yeah. You know.
So I think Minecraft's second place.
Yeah.
That's a good spot for it.
Yep. Fortnite.
Are you a Fortnite gamer?
I'm a Fortnite gamer. I'm not actually. I've played. Shout out to my friend Dylan.
Not me.
High school. Not you. High school Dylan. Him and I played Fortnite for a couple of months in 2018.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've not played a single game of Fortnite.
It has Fortnite. The reputation behind Fortnite makes me bring it way lower than it would be if I just played the game, you know?
Yeah.
Like Fortnite's reputation, like the what's that move called where you like the flossing or whatever, you know? Became big with Fortnite. All the dances.
Yeah.
I don't like those.
There's the parody song of Chug Jug with You. They're like, we got a #1 victory royale. Yeah, for a night we about to get down.
Yeah, Tomato Town song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the classic.
Yeah, like, but it's just the Fortnite. Everything around Fortnite though, it's just like I don't know. I'm just not a fan.
I'm not a fan of it either. Like I think there's a lot of good meme potential and stuff. I don't think. Like I don't want to play Fortnite.
Plus, it's like one game, really, right?
Yeah.
This is like bottom C for me.
Bottom C.
Maybe top of D.
I'm down. Put top of D.
Okay.
We talked to him good. That was like the Lightning McQueen shoes. That was like Lightning McQueen clocks right there.
Yeah. Which that's the reference to
random thing tier list.
Random thing tier list. Image and link in the description. Well, the image won't be in the description, but the image will be on screen, and the link will be in the description.
There's a thing that also coming up for you. It'll be a surprise for you.
Oh, okay. Pokemon. This is a good franchise.
It does not change at all, game to game, really at all.
But it doesn't
need to.
And I think the region changes. They obviously add new Pokemon.
And like the formula is good, and like the most recent Pokemon game, which you haven't played,
No.
the story actually like somewhat got to me.
Really?
Like towards the end of the game, I'm gonna say this spoiler free, but towards the end of the game, you see a lot of the characters who have interacted so far, and you're like walking with them, and while you just like walk around, like there's dialogue between them,
Oh, that's fun.
and the dialogue actually was good, and like I've never been that invested in Pokemon dialogue.
Really?
But like because like it's sort of happening naturally, and so you can walk while the dialogue happens.
You played Black and White though, and you weren't that invested in that game?
No, I was, but I was also younger then.
Oh, okay.
But like
that game has some good story.
yeah, but like I was talking to someone, I forgot who it was, but they said that they think the new Pokemon game they're like has a better story than Black and White.
Really?
Mhm.
That's interesting.
Sorry, I forgot who that was.
I haven't played the new one, but
Mm.
Black and White is like notorious. I mean, is notorious a good thing or a bad thing?
It could be better.
Or is it both? Okay.
Mm.
It's like well known for having the best story.
Yeah.
Like being the first Pokemon game with like real story.
Mm-hmm.
That's like good. But people didn't like it at the time. I've played the first 7 generations of Pokemon for some context. And you've played 5 through 9.
Yeah.
So I think it's an S tier.
I think it's S tier too. I wish, like, part of me wishes they changed from the formula, but like the formula works really well, and like
They changed a little bit with Sun and Moon, and I didn't like those games as much. They got rid of gym leaders.
yeah,
That was too much for me.
So for Pokemon though, the premise is kind of messed up when you think about it.
Yeah, but I don't.
You just don't think about it.
Yeah, I don't think we need to get into the ethics of Pokemon in this video. As a franchise, it's S, right?
Yeah, because they really have one game that they do a bunch of times.
Yeah.
I don't think.
It's above Mario, or do
I mean, I could put it above Mario. I think it has more.
I like it more than Mario, and I always have.
Mm-hmm. I think it goes above Mario.
Okay.
But I don't think it goes above Minecraft or Smash.
Sure. All right. Ratchet and
and
Clank.
Clank.
You added this one.
Mm.
I've never played it.
So Ratchet and Clank series is so pretty and like pretty fun. I don't actually know how many of the games I've played or how many of them I just watched my brother play because like it's a while ago.
Sure.
And then they're mainly for PlayStation. And so
okay.
the last PlayStation console I had was PlayStation 3. And so I haven't actually been able to play any of the newer ones. But there was one of the like worst games in the Ratchet and Clank series is Ratchet and Clank All for One, in which you can play up to 4 players.
Okay.
And so I have vivid memories of playing that one, and that one was a blast. And just like playing that alongside both my brother and also we had like a exchange student in the elementary school who would also, or like not exchange student, we were like a host. Like we were hosting that student in our house for like a month or whatever, and we'd play All for One together.
Oh.
And that's just like so good nostalgia. And shout out to Hugo, I think that is his name.
Shout out to Hugo.
And it's a game that captivated me from like a viewer watching my brother play it. In which like I'm not a big fan of like watching people play video games. Like I'll watch certain select games on YouTube or whatever, but like in person watching a video game sounds kind of boring to me. Ratchet and Clank, it's captivating. I really like it. Like I think the main characters of Ratchet and Clank have really good chemistry together, and like that's a nice style. And like there's a lot of fun like mechanics you have, and you get fun machines like the one that turns like your enemies into sheep or something. It's been a long enough time that I don't have the strongest like easy ranking of it.
Sure.
So I think B is probably where it belongs.
Okay.
But I think if I had played it more recently, it'd probably be an A. So maybe middle of B.
Sure. That works with me. I've never played it. Haven't really heard much about it, but yeah.
Also, Ratchet and Clank, probably as one character, but as separate characters would be cool too. I think is the character I've wanted most in Smash. I think that they work really well in Smash too, because like there's such an easy move set to make for them, but they're not in it, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Kirby.
Haven't played a Kirby game.
Kirby is one of my favorite franchises.
Really?
Kirby Air Ride, amazing racing game because the city trial mode is amazing. I could get into that in a whole longer rant, but basically it's like Smash Run from Smash 4, except for it came out before that, so Smash runs based on it.
Oh,
but
really?
basically, you're for like 7 minutes, you're in like a little map, like a 3-dimensional like little area, and you like go to like the city, or you go to the forest, or you go to the volcano, and you just collect power ups. And then at the end of the 7 minutes, there's like a mini game, and then like you use the power ups in the mini game. But it's also sort of like the battle royale before there were battle royales, because you could play like up to 4 people, or like have CPUs in that like area where you're just like wandering on the map.
Sure.
And you could like throw bombs at people, and like because you're like on carts because it's a racing game, and you like switch between what vehicles you're using. If like someone's on a vehicle but you don't want them to have it, you just run it around, like get the sword power up, run at them, hit them a bunch. I could play Kirby Air Ride indefinitely. I think it's a game that like is so much better when you play it with people, but like it's such a good concept that I could play it by myself. Like,
why haven't we played it together?
It's on the GameCube.
That would make sense.
But like,
get a GameCube.
If I knew someone with a Wii, because you play GameCube games on the Wii,
yeah. I have a Wii.
I would bring it to college and then like play it with people because it's just that good. It's the other problem though is wait, you have a Wii here?
No, I can bring a Wii here, but I don't have a TV.
Yeah.
So,
regardless,
let's get a third person who has a TV, and then
you
bring the game, I bring
combined.
the Wii. Somebody brings a TV.
The game itself now is really expensive. Like, we just put on screen.
Yeah,
quack.
A lot of GameCube games are,
but like
honestly.
It's like $100 now.
Yeah.
So.
GameCube games could go crazy.
But yeah, but sorry, Kirby Air Ride aside, Kirby's Return to Dreamland, amazing game. There's also like a hard mode afterwards, just like the full game but like slightly harder. Love it. Kirby has a problem of being too easy though, because a lot like it's made so that like kids can enjoy it.
Sure.
So like I got Kirby and the Forgotten Land because I was really excited for 3D Kirby, and I didn't even finish the game because like the early levels are just so easy, and like I didn't find the copy abilities as interesting. Like in Kirby's Return to Dreamland, it's really cool because each copy ability has basically its own Smash moveset. So like there's so much like customization and playstyles because you could like really like using some moves, and there's so many different like ones that you could go into a boss fight and be like, I want to go into this boss fight with like the leaf power up because then I could like hide in my little pile of leaves, but like also use like my up B or whatever. Like it's amazing. It feels like you're playing Smash but like in the platformer. But like yeah, some of the games like I didn't like the beginning of Kirby and the Forgotten Land because it didn't really have that customization of playstyles that I liked. And like a lot of the games are just a bit too easy and too short.
Sure. So
A tier is where I'd vote.
Sure.
Actually, I want to put in that so badly because it is like my favorite franchise because Kirby is so wholesome. But like I think.
Do you think it's debatably better than Mario though? Because I could put it bottom S, if you want, but I don't know if.
I think Mario is better games than Kirby, but I think like nostalgically and like just like personally, I like Kirby more. Like personally, I would want Kirby top of S.
Okay.
Like from an honest like how much have I enjoyed the game's perspective, I don't think it's actually up there.
I mean, I'll give you.
So I think top of A or bottom of S, or like even here would be fine.
I'll give you where you want for a Kirby. If you want it bottom of S,
let's put it bottom.
I think that's fair. It's our tier list.
Yeah, and
it's not.
Oh, how about you give me this good Kirby thing, and maybe I'll give you something nice.
Sure. I mean, our opinions have been pretty normal so far, so I feel like you having a strong attachment towards Kirby has made it.
Yeah.
S tier, I guess.
Yeah. So, but like, basically, like, if there's another game series that you want to be high in the future, well, maybe I'll be inclined to give it to you.
See, I wasn't even thinking about that, but this is objectively an S tier franchise. It has 21 games, all very good. Well, not all.
You said like 3 of them were bad. I don't remember which video that was. But they weren't even that bad. They're just like 3 that weren't.
They're just less good.
Yeah.
But people don't like Zelda 2. It's a Legend of Zelda for any podcast listeners out there who just like don't watch the screen. You're missing out on this wonderful image of a Triforce. The Legend of Zelda franchise. Yeah, Zelda 2 people don't like because it's hard and it's kind of weird and janky. That's probably the worst one for a lot of people. The CDI games don't really count as the franchise. They switch the game every time. You're saying Pokemon. You know how you say Pokemon has the same formula? Zelda's formula changes every single game. I mean, I guess formula, like, the tropes are sometimes the same.
Yeah.
Like, save the princess, kind of.
That's
in, like, a third of the games. Like that was the trope for like the first like 5 games.
Yeah.
But then like Zelda becomes a ghost in one game and helps you the whole time. Zelda's a pirate. I'm spoiling all the games right now, but spoilers for the Legend of Zelda series. Zelda, is a pirate.
But just heads up, no spoilers for Tears of the Kingdom here.
No spoilers for Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
Just every other game.
Yeah.
No. But no, it switches every time, so her role changes. You're not always rescuing her. Sometimes she's helping you. Sometimes she plays a much more active
You should be able
role.
to play as Zelda.
Yeah.
Can you play as Zelda in some of the games?
No. The closest you can, well, in Spirit Tracks, which was where she's a ghost helping you, you can, like, control her, and she can, like, hop into, like, the armored...
So it's like the Cappy and...
Yeah. It's like
Odyssey.
a companion character.
I
So
wish...
in that way...
If you could play as Zelda, that'd be cool.
Yeah, but it'd be like playing as Peach in a game.
They're making a Peach game, aren't they?
Are they?
I think they are.
I'm sure they will let you play as Zelda at some point,
Mm-hmm.
but at the moment it's still... I don't know. It's still, like, a little off limits, I guess. But The Legend of Zelda switches up every time. Has a new mechanic. You can travel through time. You can become a wolf. You can fly. You can do everything. Be on the water.
So, can I make a suggestion?
Breath of the
here?
Wild itself would be enough to put this series above Minecraft.
Wait, can I just, like, give a suggestion here?
Sure.
I think Legend of Zelda should go right here.
Okay.
I know this might be hard for you to agree with,
Okay.
but, like...
Sure.
You think that works?
Yeah, I think that works. Is that your way of shutting me up on this?
No.
I have... I've said many times for you longtime viewers of this channel that's my favorite series. My 2 favorite video games of all time are Zelda games.
Mm-hmm.
Probably like 4 of my top 10 are Zelda games.
Yeah.
It's just a great series.
I have not played much Legend of Zelda, but I would be down to play a lot more. The games I have played are... We've had this conversation before. I still don't remember what it was one. You could go on the walls.
Yeah, Link Between Worlds.
Link Between Worlds I've played.
Yeah.
I had a really fun time with that.
Mhm.
I've played the beginning of Breath of the Wild. I didn't end up finishing it because I got distracted by Super Mario Odyssey. And also, I was making not much progress. I was kind of slow at the game. And I'm hopefully going to play Tears of the Kingdom soon. Once that happens, I hope we get a big Zelda fan on here and we'll do like a Zelda tier list.
I mean, honestly, like, if this was like an individual Zelda game tier list, it would be a lot harder.
Yeah.
But I hadn't even considered Breath of the Wild, which is already considered like one of the greatest games of all time.
Yeah.
Just by itself. And the fact that like Minecraft is S already.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people would say Breath of the Wild is better. I would.
But you have to be better.
And then you have like 18 more games that are all amazing. Like this is an amazing series.
Like
I love it
from
so
what
much.
I've seen of it, like I could
I love it.
not agree. I could agree more. I could be like you, but like I think it deserves that spot.
I just get you can tell I get excited just even talking about it.
Yeah. And apparently in Tears of the Kingdom, it's like Bad Piggies. Shout out to the Angry Birds franchise.
Shout out to that franchise. Not on here, but
if you want to see like
mobile.
what I'm talking about, we'll put a link in the description. But not like a URL, but like an ASCII art of link.
Sure. Let's do that. We'll do that. It's like old YouTube, like 2011 YouTube.
That's the surprise I had for you earlier.
Oh, great.
My brother, who's in the punctuation video, said that we should do an ASCII art of link in the description.
Great. All right.
Mario Kart.
Kart.
It's good. I don't think it's actually that amazing at racing, but like it's good enough that it's fun.
It's fun.
I wish Mario Kart 8 had a sequel by now, and I wish
Mario
you
Kart
could play
9.
with more. Yeah, I wish there was a Mario Kart 9, and I wish that you could play with more than 4 people at once easily.
Yeah.
But I think it's good. I think it's A tier.
Yeah, I would say bottom A.
I'm fine with that. Like it's good at what it does. I have Mario Kart Wii modded on my Wii. So it's called it's not called Chat GTP, but it's called it's like similar letters. I'll put something on screen. It adds like 300 custom tracks.
Wow.
A lot of them are kind of bad because like they don't have as good of directions. But like there's like one that has like Pokemon on it and it's really cool. And then you like I don't know. It's like running around Squirtles that you want to dodge. And like there's some creative designs there. So like that was a fun experience. Yeah, it's good. I don't think it's amazing. Like if you wanted it in B, I could put it in B. But
I think bottom A is fine. All right,
Wii. So this looks like it's a console, but this is like Wii Sports, Wii Sports Resort, Wii Play.
Wii Ski.
Yeah.
I want to actually check if that's a Wii Ski or if it's like Wii Ski as in Wii Ski together. Okay, I don't think it's a Wii game.
Wii Ski is not
just a Wii Ski
considered here. But
that brings it lower then. If it was including Wii Ski, it would be higher.
Good. Do you know what's a really good game though?
Wii Sports Resort.
Yeah. And do you know what's also a good game?
Wii Sports.
Wii Party.
Wii Party. I haven't played either of those.
So Wii Sports Resort has a really fun game mode where because like it's so the vibes of Wii Sports Resort are way better than they should be.
Is that the one with the tightrope? Like the rope above the buildings? That game?
Probably, yeah. Okay. And it has
and the jogging game?
Yeah.
Okay.
And does it have a jogging game?
Like where you're running in a park?
That would make sense for it to have. I know it has a cycling in the park.
Maybe, yeah.
I played cycling in stats class on the Wii Sports Resort, like in my honor statistics junior year of high school with my friend Tristan. We had like come from behind victory where we started in last with like the entire thing because we were like playing together on the same bike, and then we somehow pulled out first at the very end. Wow. It was really exciting. Island Flyover, I think the game is one of the most fun things I've ever done because you just like get in a little plane and you have like 3 minutes and you just like explore the island and there's so many like different Easter eggs and you try to get like all the different locations in one run. So much fun. The vibes of the game are just amazing. Wii Play has sorry, not Wii Play. That's a okay game, but Wii Party has a game mode. It has mini games that are way better than Mario Party and better than Pac-Man Party. It has good mini games. And it has 2 different like Mario Party style games that are both like better than Mario Party.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I in general I think Wii games are really fun. It's also just like doesn't have like the appeal of like a video game franchise though.
Yeah.
So I went on a long rant there.
Sure.
What do you think of Wii?
I mean, my experience is really mostly just Wii Sports. If Wii Ski is not in fact a Wii game. But you're right though. I mean, it's not like I don't think in any world I could put it above Animal Crossing probably.
Really?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Would you be down for bottom of it at least?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was pinpointing Animal Crossing as like the line, you know.
Yeah. I think Wii Sports Resort itself is a top of A game. But
yeah, I could. I mean, Wii Sports I feel like is an A game.
But yeah, I think that's a good spot for it though. No F tiers.
Among Us.
Oh yeah, Among Us.
F
Thank
tier?
you. No.
No.
Among Us.
In Undertale. Undertale, I would put right now between. Ooh. I mean, I would put it above Grand Theft Auto, I think.
Okay. I was hoping you'd say below Mario Kart, so we could like do an easy edit like that. But
you're right, actually. We'll just put it. It's above Grand Theft Auto, but we'll just put it to the right of Mario Kart. Although Among Us might also be on that tier.
Yeah.
So
I think Among Us is an A tier. I think the game is really fun, but I think it just doesn't have as much content as a lot of these. Which is fine because that's not what the game's going for. But it's like Tetris.
Well, I said above Grand Theft Auto actually.
Yeah, we can crop we can change. I can edit this video.
Okay. Will you have time though?
I can give you punctuation.
Okay, sure. Anyway, yeah, it's there.
Someone wrote this.
Where's Among Us?
It's there. Among Us, I honestly think like I really like the game, but like in this realm that we're talking about, I think almost like top of C is probably the.
Oh really? That low?
Like I don't think it's actually that good, especially because we're only looking at like one game.
We put Fall Guys so high.
I think Fall Guys is better than Among Us.
Really?
Maybe B is the home for it, but like I don't think it's higher than that.
I think B is the home for it. I don't think I'd put it on the same level as Sonic.
Okay. Cool.
So there's an image of Among Us hopefully on the B tier.
Yeah.
I think it could go below the Wii though.
Cool.
Just in actuality.
Sure.
Not just for easier editing.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Well, that's our tier list. I don't think we have any changes. I feel pretty happy with it.
I'm happy with it too.
Well, yeah, we like video games, as you can tell based on the S tier. This is like one of the first times our S tier has been tied for the longest tier.
Yeah.
We're usually so negative.
Hmm.
No F tiers. Tetris probably could be an F tier.
I think Tetris though is a fun game. Like I think that like
I think all games we picked like the most popular video game franchises. They're all they all sell well for a reason.
yeah.
So it makes sense, I guess.
I think if we probably include like if we're doing a tier list of like 50 franchises, I was saying we'd probably have something enough.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed. Leave well, there's a link in the description for
Suggestions of
suggestions
tier lists.
of tier lists.
There's also a link in the description as well.
There's also a link. Which link is it going to be though?
Whatever one you can find
Did you know there are multiple links?
Yeah, but I don't know if there are multiple links that have ASCII
comment
art.
who your favorite link is.
And with that,
We'll see you next time.
Besties, tier
B. Goodbye. See you next time.